Hey you guys, it's Namaste back at it again with yet another video. So I got my TBR. Not all of the books are here because I need to check it out from the library, but it's September. Technically today is August 31st, so hopefully I can get this up today to complete the challenge for Monster-A-Thon. So I decided to join Team Conspiracies, and our group story is The Dot, and these are stories from Neil Gaiman's, I forgot the name of the book, but it's a collection of short stories. So our group story is The Dot, and we could read the others if we want more points. Each page is like a villager, so the more we pillage. So it's really interesting, and that takes place all month long. But there's also another readathon that I'm participating in, and it was created by the ladies of A Seat at a Table, and that is a Throwback-A-Thon, and it was inspired by a live stream, which was so fun to be part of. And I got a list of books that I don't have here. I'll probably get it from the library, that I'll definitely have to read. Okay. So the first challenge for the creepers is read a classic book. Read a book with a classic monster. So each time I keep thinking about classic monsters, I keep thinking about European monsters like vampires, werewolves, and all that other jazz. But I decided to try to go for demons, and every culture has demons. So I decided to go with a candle in the flame, since the Ifrit, according to Islam and different Middle Eastern countries, is like a type of jinn, and certain jinn are evil and bad, and evil or good, and they're considered demons in their culture. So I might as well go with that. What big eyes do you have? So basically we're supposed to read a book that has more than 400 pages. I got 3 options for that, okay? And that is We Hunt the Flame by Hassa Fasil, and this is the first book of a series. And I have The Confessions of Young Nero by Margaret George, and that's another option for me. And another option is The Rage of Dragons by Yvonne Winter. Now then, I'm excited for this one because the author is South African. The author is South African. The main character is Black and mostly POC people. It's inspired by African cultures. I'm so excited. And some European cultures, so it's a mix of those. So I'm excited. And this is his debut novel, and I know some people have been giving him a whole lot of praise for it, for especially it being his first novel. In fact, I saw one review that said it doesn't even feel like it's been his first novel. So I'm excited. Okay. Then we have Chimera. Pick a book that can be into different genres, and I chose We Hunt the Flame. So there's that. That's my thoughts on that. Okay. Unsightly. Pick read a book. A comic book or a manga that has a monster in it. And I chose 3 options. Naruto, which helps with my Throwback-A-Thon. Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul. Those are my 3 options to choose from. Naruto because, the 9-tailed fox demon and all that. Parasite, which has to do with sci-fi, which is great for the conspiracies. And also Tokyo Ghoul because of ghouls instead. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's see. An Angry Mob. Basically read a book that was recommended to you by more than one person. And for that, I decided to go with Beast Made of Night. This was supposed to be our read for A Seat at the Table. Hopefully I can read a whole bunch before, at least read a good chunk of it before the live stream. And I also have the second book just in case I do like it and read it on time. And what else? Red Rising. This book has been recommended to me, at least via booktube a whole lot, and also We Hunt the Flame, so basically crossover. The Beast, which is another team for the Monster-A-Thon. Basically, you read a book that has, beast or plant-based monsters, and of course I decided to go with Beast Made of Night for that option. The Haunts. Actually, let me start with my team. The Conspiracies, we're supposed to read a book that has sci-fi element or sci-fi monsters or an alien, and I decided to go with Lagoon by Ndidi Okorafor. I keep messing up. Anyway, so I decided to go with her because it's very interesting, very adult. Yeah, I think I'll probably post up my reactions to it because, honey, those first few pages were like, took me away. And also the Haunts. You're basically supposed to read a book with the undead or something dead. And I hadn't picked one for that, except for all I can think of is the Goosebumps series, because I didn't read as much of them when I was like growing up, and I feel like the Goosebumps series has a lot of those challenges completed. So I'm gonna go with that. Now, enough of the, oh yeah, and how could I forget the Sacrifice? So you're supposed to read a book that you saw in someone's unhaul video, and I decided to go with the Anita Blake series, more specifically book 10, Narcos and Change. I decided to go with that because I already completed 9 of those books anyway, so might as well continue through the audiobook. I'm not going to torture myself in my eyes to read it, because otherwise I'll probably never finish. So double speed on that. So that's the Sacrifice. So that's enough of the challenges for Monster-A-Thon. Now we are going to continue with, the Throwback-A-Thon, which takes place from September 15th all the way to the 24th. To the 29th. Here are the challenges for the Throwback-A-Thon. The first challenge is Back at 1. Read a book from your favorite childhood series. Now, here's the thing. I grew up in a very religious household, so any childhood series I read in elementary school, I either don't remember, besides Goosebumps, and even then I don't remember most of them, and books that I've heard of as a kid but didn't get the chance to read, either because my kid mind forgot about them, or I didn't see them at the library when I went to go with my mom and stuff. So I decided to go with either Goosebumps or Juna B. And since I'm reading Goosebumps, oh, and how could I forget? Do you remember the TV series W.I.T.C.H? Yeah, I'm going to read the first book of that series because I remember getting one, at least, I don't know which part of the series because I didn't even know it was part of the series until I looked it up on Goodreads. But yeah, I'm going to read W.I.T.C.H, The Power of Five. I'll probably insert like a little bit of a little clip from the TV show because I love that show.
Where darkness reigns, we got the power to fight back. We save the day, united by the sworn. We can become more than you know. The heart will lead the way to what we can control. Water, fire, earth, and air, guardians unite. We are Witch. We are
growing up. So, and that can also fit into More Money, More Problems challenge, which is where you read a book that you got from the Scholastic book fairs. Those was fun. Like, the one where they sent the pamphlet homes. I love it. Yeah, so I decided to go with that. What else? Oh, Always Be My Baby. You have to read a book that basically changed your reading experience forever or got you into reading. Now then, I read a whole lot of books before reading this book, but most of them weren't as memorable as it, and I decided to go for Flowers for Algernon, and in fact, I still own that book. I didn't get it from a scholastic book fair. I actually got it during the 8th grade because I loved it so much, but like, it changed my reading for the better, and it made me want more from my reading experience. It definitely wasn't the first book that got me into reading, but it's the one that changed it for the better, I would have to say. Yeah, also, oh, and I Will Always Love You. It will also fit into that reading challenge for the I Will Always Love You challenge. And so that's 2 challenges done with 1 book. Hit Me Baby One More Time. Basically, you read a book from that you hated to read as a kid, and the only series that I can think of is The Magic Tree House. I don't give a fuck. I hate that book so much. I hated that book series as a kid, and as an adult, having to read it, this challenge is going to be hard. Luckily, the books are pretty small and tiny, but there's another book series now that I think about it, but I'll probably say that for another date. Okay. Also, how could I forget? The Boy Is Mine, which is another challenge. Basically, you read a book with your first childhood crush. And I got 2 options, but I'm most likely going to go for the other one, which is Naruto. I'm going to read the comic book series because I got 2 crushes, and that would be Naruto. No, not Naruto. I don't have a crush on him. He's cute now, but like back then, I didn't think he was cute. Obviously, my first crush was Sasuke and Itachi. Oh my god. Now, I watched the TV shows first, and when I realized that there was a manga, I was like, I have to read this. But honestly, how could I forget about Kakashi, the entire Uchiha clan? Yeah, basically them. Actually, I have Itachi Daylight and Midnight, which is both books in his series. But since that wasn't posted beforehand, I'm going to stick with the comic book series. And another option that I have for this is Hush Hush with Patch. Patch. He was the one who got me into reading about angels and stuff. So, Patch is my man, and I love him. But yeah, that's it for all the challenges and stuff. Yeah, I already read off most of the challenges. Most of the other books, they cross off for other challenges, especially for both. So I think for the Goosebumps, I'll probably save for towards the end of the month, so that way it can complete my, Throwback-A-Thon challenges, plus the Monster-A-Thon, since the Monster-A-Thon takes place all month long. But yeah, that's it. Feel free to like, subscribe. In fact, I also want to know more of what is your TBR, as well as give me some good book recommendations, because I have a few books from that I wanted to read as a kid, but I either forgot the names of or was part of a series. I'm thinking of one series I wanted to read. It's not like The Magic Tree House. I think it was better. But how could I know? Because I only read 1 book from that book, from that series, so we'll see. Oh, and I haven't read the Chronicles of Narnia, so who knows? Maybe if you guys could post a review of it, I'll probably see, it's worth reading. But yeah, that's it. Bye.
Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book. Read a book, read a book, read a motherfucking book.